right. Scrapers in the city, Dayton's on the 57 Chevy, chrome suspension, 4 switches, LS engine, bitches came with the interior. Told pot, stir it up, fumes got a tearing up. 79 Malibu, match down the avenue. If them niggas really wanna race, bring the bag through. Came through in the space cool.
Yeah, man, only this guy gets me to New Orleans, man. It's car test, Curren y Spitta.
That life, man. I'm so glad you're here, bro.
Hometown, man. Street Customs.
Yeah, man.
This is the headquarters. I'm allowed in the headquarters.
Yo, right here. Very few people are allowed just all through this thing.
The dog
you done been through all the doors. You know you've been everywhere. I already gave him a tour. He's seen some that don't look like this. You know, this is how they look in the end.
We taking it back to 2009 in this, man?
Yeah, man. We're gonna take it back to 2009 and the 1964.
1964.
I got a verse on every song on there. You know, every verse I ever write, there's some kind of low-ridin mentioned in it.
There's a lot of car talking.
It could be a song about my mom. It could be a song about the struggle.
The album began, man. Congrats on making that a reality, man.
I
want to hear all about it, man. 2009 is real. You and Wiz?
Man, you know you don't see people from camp because you went to school. And then when y'all jam back up, it's like you just saw him yesterday. With him becoming like a superstar and me taking my time to carve out my underground thing, we don't get to jam up as much as we want to, you know what I'm saying? But to lock in and record that album, we did that shit in 3 days.
Wow.
And then the rest of the time was just us fucking off at the fact that we did it. Like, damn, you know what I'm saying? And now we on the road, so it's crazy because I'm just hanging out with my best friend every day and getting a check.
Yeah, that's a good life,
so
man.
So yeah, it kind of feels like, it feel like we stealing. Like, I can't even believe it.
No,
you know
but the album is
like,
strong, man. I feel like you ain't really broke the content down. That's why I'm here, man. Car test, we gonna go track for track. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready, man.
Let's get into it, man. Car test, Curren y Spitta, man. TIDAL.
Brothers in the dog galaxy in the road, boss in the boat, sharks after the low beat. Cool motherfucker, ain't nobody ask you. Going where the money at, came back with all that.
So 3 days, unlike Fetty, I know Fetty, you set the template and Scent gives the records.
Exactly.
But you and Wiz really got together for these 3 days.
Wiz pulled up, Wiz flew out here to New Orleans, we did some low riding.
Oh, he came out here?
Yeah, I had a little event, my car club. We did a little event feeding the homeless under the bridge. He actually brought through the initial beats, maybe like the first 5 beats.
Let's get into the intro, man. Let's get to the intro, man.
Yeah, man.
2009.
Got the fuck off a plane.
Swung through gold BBS and a spoiler kit. 1986, slinging that shit. I gotta give it up to Wiz on that one because I wouldn't have picked that beat.
Yeah, I think it surprised people that that album starts with that vibe. Like you don't know what to expect.
I gotta get that. I'm gonna get that to the homie because he has existed and survived on the level of music, a mainstream level. He knows more ears than me, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get that up, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm underground with mine, so I only really know about what immediately my people want to hear, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's gifted, and so he know, like, nah, let's run some shit like this. And then he knew I was gonna be able to snap on that bitch.
Yeah.
As soon as the beat dropped, he was like, nah, you about to go off on this motherfucker. So that was the shit, you know?
Can we get into my favorite, man? I think you just dropped the video too, man, The Life.
Yeah, you fuck with that one?
The Life is the one.
Yeah, come on.
That grew on me like this. That's a lot of favorites, but The Life is that's
special.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you. The shit is cool because we just shoot videos while we on tour. We just on the bus. So we just living that shit. Yeah. The life. We literally living the life, man. Listening to Cameo, smoking on the patio. Polo chinos, a pro club, plotting out the next go. Couple weeks in Cali, smoking the best, getting some rest. Then it's back to the full court press. Niggas playing for keeps, trying to be the next Sugar Slim Baby or Master P. I don't pass that weed, this off.
Insurance. You can play.
It bounced the damn wire out.
Oh, wow. I love the joint right next to it. It's the one called Spitta?
Shit, that's Find a Way. That's one of my favorites.
You talking that shit with somebody you don't want it to be called a sequel?
Yeah, because this is not motherfucking How Fly Part 2. There's no way we could do that. And that's why, like, I see some people already in the comments like, well, it's no How Fly. And it's like, well, motherfucker, it's not. This one is called 2009. We didn't call this How I Fly Part 2
How I Fly
or
2,
nothing.
yeah.
All we saying, we named it 2009 because it's of the era that me and my friend really aligned stars and decided, you know,
Set your foundation.
what were our rules as far as what we would do to make it and what we would accept, you know what I'm saying? And we basically weren't gonna accept shit. And we was gonna smoke what we wanted to smoke.
Freshman.
Look, we was gonna smoke and we was gonna do what we wanted to do. And it ended up being the blueprint, man. Like I told you
Yeah, and
the last time we hung out,
bit,
man,
yeah.
like they tell me all the time, it's like, Spitta, bro, you know, if it wasn't for you, man, you know, and I take that shit real serious. This is an ode to those people who tell me and tell Wiz, you know, how integral we were in the development of the person they are. Like, this dude's like, man, you know, like I'm a real live player because of you know what I'm saying? I meet chicks who like, man, you know, like I'm hustling about my paper, like, and I smoke and I listen to your shit, you know what I'm saying? Like I told you before, like strippers always were fond of me because they would get home, they get home and dump that garbage bag out and roll a fat one and smoke to my shit and count that money and they fucking, and I kind of was their motivation. You know what I'm saying? Because they couldn't wait to get back to the spot and cut that shit on and light that shit up and count that shit. You know what I'm saying?
What about the Find a Way track made you go into that zone and touching those points?
It reminded me of the apartment. When I tell you about our little shitty apartment where we wrote the original How I Fly, and I don't want to call it shitty because at that time I thought it was the shit.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I got this 700 square foot apartment, you know what I'm saying? I'm fucking balling out of control. It reminded me just of the couch surfing. We were definitely couch surfers from fucking different people, different homies' cribs and shit, you know what I'm saying? And just being high, it just felt like a bong. As soon as the beat dropped, it felt like a bong snap to me.
They pay me just like a fan do. Real one, so they don't know how much my shit they can handle. Chicks love social media, so I watch out for them scandals. Don't measure that kush, give you a hand.
Now, let me say something. I don't listen to myself.
That's true.
Right?
You pulled up playing oldies.
I don't listen to myself, but we've been touring, so I've become a little bit familiar with this project.
With your stuff, yes.
And I must say, man, people have got to wake up to me and what me and my brother have put down. Yes. Honestly, because they give it up to him on a superstar level, but they gotta respect his pen as well.
Yeah.
And with me, they have to not get lost in the weed smoke and the low-ridin and the winning personality.
Yeah.
What's up, G? Come on, man. You know it. Much love. So they have to not get lost in the weed
both
smoke.
you guys, your images maybe overshadow sometimes
the
the actual art when it
and
just comes down to like lyrics and flows
that's a
and
disaster.
melodies and that type
That's
of stuff.
a disaster. People won't give me a chance. They're like, nah, I'm sure it's about weed. They're like, nah, dude, like this shit was
Car
actually
references.
about like raising your kids and fucking escrow and equity. If you give me a chance, but people don't give me a chance, man.
It's a father right there.
Yeah, man.
But so much of the record is about the pride and satisfaction that you guys have both become successful, but doing it your way.
Only
So
because, absolutely, because check it out. We have been to countless meetings. People have always been down to open the door and get me, I speak myself, give me a shot to come into every office.
They always will take the meeting.
So listen, tons of meetings, you know, but then they all tell me the same thing. They're like, well, play some records. And they're like, man, these are great. You can rap, man, but like, this is not what's gonna get you to the level. You know what I'm saying? So I always I'm like, well, with all due respect, it was good meeting you. I'm gonna just keep mashing and doing my thing.
Yeah.
And people were really taking an interest in me. Like, man, like, bro, I want to see you get to the millions. You know what I'm saying? Why don't you just let me send you these beats? And once you do this on this, and I'm like, nah, I'm cool. I'm just gonna make 100,000 this year. You know what I'm saying? What I have is a real yearning to want to tell other people who may still be trying to stay true to their pens, you know, that it can pan out. I know I'm always waving the same damn banner every time we talk, man.
Yeah.
But it's the truth because as an OG now, I'm watching the game change.
Yeah.
And as a father now, my kid is gonna be listening to shit.
Yeah.
And right now, he's only 2 months, but like, music is, you know, it's not what I was listening to.
Yeah.
And I mean, I sound like my dad now. That's the kind of shit my dad would tell me, you know what I'm saying? But it's true.
Yeah.
It's not what I listen to.
Okay, I want to ask you about this. You ready, Spitta?
What you got? Side on mine. Just like every time. Sliding in my sweats, these was $1,500. You ain't got $15 in the club, taking pictures with bottles, not even popping them, handing them back to your big dogs, and now you just watching them. Just that.
What is it about? Like, do you think it is now? It's like I grew up in an era when you turn 40 in hip hop, it's a death curse. You fall off.
Yo,
you can't
man.
stay hot.
Me.
You know, Jay-Z's running around telling everybody he's better than he's ever been. And I feel like guys like you, Wiz, you guys feel like you're better than
He's proven
so
it.
how are rappers not having this longevity and this sort of like resurgence and being able to keep the lyrical bar so high?
Because the bar has been lowered. So much publicism and fucking whirl around the trash music, the subpar music, that the motherfuckers who really providing the real strength, they're needed. So you can't leave. He said himself, can't leave rap alone, the game need me. He said that about himself.
Yeah.
And I want to say that is the same sentiment that we pick up and we hearing it on tour. Cause it's like, yo, these kids like, man, bro, thanks for not, you know, like always just staying the same, bro. Like, because we could count on this.
Yeah.
They don't know what's
count on
going on now. The people who they fans of are so competitive and trying to maintain top tier in the industry, they giving themselves away.
Yeah, let's get that outro, man. Forever Ball.
Yo,
that seems like the theme of the whole thing.
Harry
right?
Fraud, bro. Harry Fraud came through in I'm talking about in the midnight hour, bro. Harry Fraud came through in the fucking midnight hour. I love him to death, man. Yeah. If the shit fall, who could I call? Nobody fool, all I got is myself, dawg. So I hustle hard, 100 stacks in the vault. Just a little bounce back, make sure that we forever ball. If the shit fall, who could I call? Nobody fool, all I got. This is crazy because I'm so afraid that I'm gonna run into one of the homies and I'm fucking cruising down Canal Street listening to myself in the fucking lowrider with my windows down, breaking all the lowrider rules. Like, not only am I listening to brand new music, it's me. Like, what kind of a cocky trash bag rides up and down the most famous street in his city with the windows down in a fucking lowrider with colorful paint all on the top, blaring his own voice? Oh, please don't strike me
only
down.
Elliott Wilson.
Yeah, yo, I'm risking it. I'm pretty sure this is a sin. This is a commandment. We gotta be breaking the commandment for Tyler right now, bro. Y'all better be able to get me in the gates. What's our cuz nickname? Hover. He better be able to get me in the gates, man. You better tell him. That's the one I feel in my heart.
And that was that last song recorded too, right?
Yeah, last song recorded. Last song on the album. I told you it's all in the order in which it was done.
So what's special about that record to you?
Man, the beat, the chords had a sadness to it that I say also brought me back to 2009. Yeah. Although we saying like it was a great time, you know what I'm saying, because things started to pick up, but it also was the height of it being dark.
Yeah.
You know, things get darker before they get light. So for 2009 to be our turning point, 2009 was also a pretty low area for us. You know what I'm saying? And in both our careers, and both of us having trouble with majors. You know what I'm saying? So that shit was nuts. And through it, we was just like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, when you got the major and you got them people in your corner, it's all kind of motherfuckers. A&R, fashion guy, art director, all these people who want to be a part of what's going on for you. Once that shit not happening and it's just you, you got your mom. You know what I'm saying? You got your mom, you got your
mom.
homie, you got the weed man probably, and I hope you got a dog. You know what I'm saying? Because dogs don't give up on you. And I want to say this.
Shout out to the dog.
I got money because my friend owed me some money. He couldn't pay me back. He gave me a pit bull. This pit bull bloodline was from Land of the Giants. So this motherfucker was gonna be huge. He gave him to me when I still had my apartment. And I told the dog in his face, I said, bro, you're not gonna grow up in here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't have a kid at the time. Like, look, this is about you. I'm about to turn on the fucking afterburners and I'm gonna get you a fucking yard, bro. You are not gonna be in here. And when I shot the video for Hold On from Pilot Talk, my boy was running around in the yard.
Wow.
That was the whole significance of that. Like, that's why I was like, nah, I gotta go home and shoot in the backyard. My dog is running in the grass. I gotta go shoot that. Yeah.
Crazy.
So go get him.
Did that with Wiz, man, 2009.
Yeah.
Passed the car test.
We did the car test, man. Can I tell you, bro? It mean a lot, man. And I was so glad that you gave Boogie a car test.
Oh, she got it?
And Boogie stunned it with the fucking 2019 G-Wagon. And I was like, man, am I gonna rush to the lot and try to get something super new? Like, I couldn't even do it. I couldn't do it. I'm still on the road. So Boogie, I don't have no 2019 nothing, bro. Now I'm issuing the challenge. Boogie, you from there. You from there, sir. Where's your lowrider, bro? I love that G-Wagon, man. That's the shit, man. But where's your lowrider? I don't know which one of these I'm on, but Boogie, you see me. Where's your lowrider, man? All right? Silent ride home.
He's about to get me another low rider
Fuck
now.
right. Nah, man. We
scared,
about to get him a helmet first.
All right, man. Car test title, man. Thank you, Spitta. Yeah.